Do you ever wish you had more than just blocks, slabs, and stairs? Well, I created an add-on which gives you 25 brand new shapes. The building possibilities with this are insane. Heyo, I am JayCubTruth, creator of Blockz. Today I wanted to show you the latest update in which I have added 8 new shapes and 10 new materials. Plus, you can now use any resource pack, which means it's RTX compatible, and there's a new wrench tool to easily rotate shapes. Believe it or not, the total file size actually went down this update. It's a smaller file than before. That's a win-win. To download Blockz, you can visit my website JayCubTruth.com or click the link in the video description. It is 100% free to use. Blockz works on Bedrock / MCPE edition Minecraft. Download the file called Blockz v2 by JayCubTruth.mc add-on and double click on it, and it should automatically open and import into the game. Once that finishes importing, you can add it to your world by going to the world settings and clicking behavior / resource pack in the lower left corner. From there you will click on my packs and select Blockz by JayCubTruth, then select activate. Next, you must make sure that holiday creator features are turned on or it will not work. You can find the holiday creator features in the game settings of your world once you scroll down. Once that's done, you should be ready to go. To use Blockz, you will need to place a block into a stone cutter, then just choose the shape that you want. You can craft the Blockz wrench by placing 3 iron ingots diagonally in the crafting table. Then you just equip the wrench in either your right or left hand and right click on the shape to rotate the shape. Alternatively, you can right click it with an empty hand while crouching. If you rotate the half shape or the corner shape, you can create stairs and slabs of any material. They come in most materials in the game. You can check my website JayCubTruth.com for the full list of materials. But I do want to mention there are 3 secret Easter egg materials hidden in the add-on. I'll let you find those on your own. I'm here with my 2 friends now, SlamedZ31 and Magical Mollipop, and they are amazing builders, and so they're going to show me all kinds of things that they've been doing with Blockz.
Alright, so I think we're going to start off, I guess here on something I've been working on. I wanted to build a Vaporwave environment in the Nether, and then I wanted to build a stadium to kind of play like my own little version of laser tag with crossbows and fireworks. So yeah, let's hop right into it and let's look at some of these new Blockz blocks and how we've been able to apply them to our builds. So I'd like to start off just right here in the front. So I built a big floating stadium in the middle of a pretty large clearing in the Nether, and if you really want to focus on some of these new shapes that you're able to make with these new Blockz blocks, I've been able to add details on the outside of this building, unlike any other details you've really been able to make in the past. A lot of these angle blocks allow for some diagonals. A lot of the round ones really enable you to build piping. So what's exciting for me is somebody who likes to build a little more futuristic is a lot of the blocks in Minecraft tend to lend themselves really well to a medieval style. But with Blockz it kind of breaks down those barriers a little bit, and now you're able to add details and add little things into your build that are a little more futuristic and a little more, I guess, edgy. So let's take a look at a few of the things I've done to kind of bring some of these new blocks out. Let's start with the smoke here on the smokestack. You'll see a lot of these shapes that I kind of snuck in with the glass rounds and the glass curves, even these little glass bits, the really tiny ones and the glass pillars. I started with some dark black and gray glass shapes and then worked up to like a light gray and white, and then finally all the way up to a pure white. So just a slight gradient there on the smoke. As you can see, a lot of pipe work using the copper pillars. It's always really fun.
Very cool.
And then we can come around here on the side. I've just got some other...
Oh yeah, show these iron bars over here.
Yeah, so with the updated iron bars in Blockz, we now have diagonal iron bars, as well as a few other iron bar shapes I'll show off a little later. So I was able to actually add some really cool like fans, I guess, and some grids that go on top of these fans.
That looks really cool. I like how you have like these metal things, like it's like securing the pipe to the wall. That's
yeah, these
like really
brackets.
Cool. Yeah.
So there's a big kind of mossy grass arch that I built here on the edge of the stadium. So here's where you would sit and watch the fight, and then here's a big grass archway that I wanted to build that leads down into the food court and the concessions area. And this was just to kind of draw your eye and get people interested in like the food and all the concessions down here, so they come spend money while they're hanging out. So I just wanted to build a big vine with some flowers on it. So I just came up with a few flower designs. But the vine itself is actually made a ton of blocks plus blocks, a lot of rounds, a lot of curves and slants, and none of this would have really been possible without Blocks Plus. This vine and all these flowers are pretty much 100% Blocks Plus. A lot of the details on the roof over here are
a lot of the 1/4.
Yeah, a lot of the 1/4 and the 1/2 and the 3/4 blocks really come in handy when you're trying to add a little bit more depth to something without adding an entire block. The street lights here on my street, one of my favorite things you added to Blocks Plus, you know, when it comes to incorporating things into my build style anyway, is the sea lanterns and the frog lights. All the different light shapes that you added really helped out immensely, because I can make things like this. You'll have to excuse all the pigs here. Yeah, get out of here, guys. But I even made little gutters. If you look down inside these gutters on the side of the street, there's little iron bars down in there too, to kind of give a little gutter look.
Gutter look.
Gutter.
And if you come down here inside the concessions area, we're gonna check out one more thing down on the inside of the stadium. So just
okay. Blocks Plus is really good for decorating.
Yeah, one
That's
thing
so
I'll
cool.
let
Yeah,
you
you got
guys
an
know.
arrow.
I had Magical Molly Pop help me out quite a bit with the concessions area. So I'm going to let her take over a little bit while we're down here. And I'll let her tell you about a few of the small details she added to some of the restaurants and shops down here in the concessions area of the stadium.
Okay. So I copied some of that, like the pipes with the pillars, which is cool. But I also made these little like drink things to kind of look like they have, you know.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
And then got this nice pizza back here. Okay, Slam made that pizza, but it does look like a pizza on the wall.
Oh, nice.
I used a lot of the frog light pillars too, because they look good. But we also had, over here I made some deep fryers using the little iron gates. I think they turned out pretty legit. Kind of look like little air fryers. Deep fryers. And some more of the iron bars, which are cool. I also like the little frog light bits to use for like hanging lights. I think they're really cute.
Oh, hey, one thing I want to point out real quick, while we're down here, one thing I love about Blocks Plus is the ability to now add a lot of different like symbolism to the game. Like, if you look really close here, so obviously this is a place where you can come down in the bottom of the stadium and get a bunch of drinks. So here we tried to use some of the Blocks Plus letters to make the word bar.
Oh yeah, the letters.
But it's kind of abstract. Like if you stand back and look at it, it might not be something you notice instantly, but BAR is like spelled down the wall, kind of like a neon sign that you would see.
Hey, words are so much easier.
But also, look, even so we have restrooms here, and I just use symbols to denote, I figured it was the future, so I figured there would be more symbolism used. But if you look at the restrooms, there's like kind of just male and female symbols made out of glass on the walls. And then even over here in the armory, which I'll show off next, here's where you can come buy some guns and fireworks to play laser tag. I even tried to do the word gun, and that turned out pretty cool. So
okay, and can we just talk about the fact that I could make a diagonal counter?
I know.
Just because of Blocks Plus?
This.
Like, come on. Finally, some diagonal lines. But yeah, I think that's a lot of the stuff we built on here.
Yeah, and then I've got a few more things back up on top I'll show you, and then we'll hop into Molly's creative world. For more natural things, if you take a look
over
here,
these little trees.
I tried to do some different, like, tiny tree designs. A lot of YouTubers give lessons on how to build these giant, grand, mega trees, but with Blocks Plus having so many more small, kind of intricate details you're able to add, I really like the Y-shaped blocks and the pillars and the slants for little things like branches. So I used some of the leaf shapes and some of the green glass and some of the moss shapes to make these tiny little decorative trees. Oh yeah, so we made like a tiny little planet. I kind of helped out with this build so I can show you guys a little bit. We wanted to make, so Snots made the main planet. We play with a guy named Snots for Brains, and we just call him Snots for short. So he made this little planet here. It's sort of like an abstract, warm colors. And then we wanted to do 2 ellipses around it, kind of on a diagonal. So I built the purple one, and he built the yellow one. And we had a lot of fun with it. We wanted it to be kind of abstract, where you could just put any color and any shape block kind of inside the circle, and it would just kind of all come together when you stand back and look at it. And I think we did a pretty good job. If you look really close, there's even like yellow beds and yellow glass and purple beds and like, I mean, they're literally every purple block. I wanted to put a purple sheep on like a lead over here somewhere, but I figured that would be too much.
Alright, now we're here in Magical Molly Pop's single player creative world, and she's going to show us around what she's been doing.
Okay, hi. So I wanted to try to make a really big, like, creepy haunted house type of vibe thing here. So this is what I've been working on, and I'm using just like 90% Blockz Plus at this point because I really just wanted like tons and tons of detail. So I've got these like cool shaped windows and a lot of like arches around the windows. I also used like the slant blocks, I believe, to make, or is it the angle block? Hang on, angle, sorry, to make this like bay window witch tower sort of thing on the front.
Oh yeah, that's really cool.
Pretty cool. And then these, like, I wanted the roofs to be really dramatic, so I used a lot of the curved blocks to sort of give that kind of spiky look, I guess.
Very nice.
Yeah. But it's coming along pretty well. I still have like a ways to go, but we're working on it. I also did this like really extravagant balcony over here is what I was going for. So I used a bunch of the rounds to make some supports and then just kind of give the balcony this really like swoopy shape instead of just blocky shape like pretty much everything like before. But yeah, let's see. I've also got these spikes, the triangles on the top, to just give the roof an even spikier look. We just recently, Slab was helping me do a bit of an extension on the house.
Oh
So
yeah.
we're kind of adding this like cathedral on the back. We've got these, what do you call these?
Flying buttresses? These are called flying buttresses.
It's like a, I don't know, I had to Google some
Like an
architecture.
architecture. It's fancy. We're using real architecture terms.
Yeah, I was really Googling like real architecture to try to get these angles right, and I think
This
it's
is
coming along
amazing.
pretty well.
We'll have to do another video once this is done.
Oh yeah, for sure.
yeah,
I'm gonna rebuild it in the realm too eventually, but
Yeah, these colors
texture.
look really good. And then you've got like some plants up here. Just that looks so cool.
yeah, I'm hoping to
It's like a circle window.
incorporate a lot of stuff, but hopefully, yeah, I'll just keep adding more and more details. So this thing's probably gonna get even crazier, but definitely never made a house look this good. Blockz Plus, if you're a house builder, yeah, or really any builder, but look at this. I mean, look at these roofs. This looks so much better than Stairs.
I need to say how amazed I am at the support that Blockz Plus has gotten. I read all of your comments and I appreciate them so much. This update was mostly inspired by things that you all suggested. If you're a fan of my add-ons, please do me a favor and subscribe to my channel. Also, you can join my Discord server to get exclusive updates about new content. I would also love to see anything you build using Blockz Plus. Alright, peace out.